Hey all, how are we? Yeah, today just a bit of a overview over everything really, just touch base on sort of everything, and I want to let you know that in the future there's going to be a few more videos about a bit more depth into some of my life story, some of the things that have happened to me throughout my time, and we're going to get a bit more in depth about the transformations I've made, and essentially what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to prove to you how this works, and by me putting myself forward and sort of sharing with you, I'm going to take you through my transformation and show you how it can easily happen for yourself, and how we use your story to empower you, not to weaken you, not to hold you back in shame or fear, but to actually use that to fuel you to get your desired outcomes in life. And we do that with a lot of different techniques. There's a lot of different techniques we use, but you've got to commit. This is the biggest thing, is commitment, and it's the biggest reason why you can't do this work for free. Anyone will tell you that you can't sort of do it for free. People have got to put something forward. People have got to show commitment in some which way or form. And if you don't have much money, that's fine. Like anyone that's doing this type of work will usually try and do something to help people that are definitely committed to their cause. And for me, that's why I give the first session free. That's an hour of my time. Let's just say, for instance, I get 10 clients that give me that first call. I can guarantee you I won't get all 10 of those clients to sign up for anything more. I might get 2 or 3 of them. Now, 10 clients, that's 10 hours. That's a big day. That's a good sized day anyway. And that might be an hour on the phone, but there's a lot of, me mucking around behind, sort of getting stuff prepared for the call. A lot of organising and that. And people don't make the call sometimes, or they muck you around. But just say I get 2 or 3 of those clients out of that 10 that sign up for something a bit more. Now, my prices are like extremely cheap compared to a lot of other coaches. But look at all that time that I'll lose. There'll be 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours of time that I'll make absolutely not a cent. And that's why you can't afford to do this work free, because people take it too cheap. Even offering a first free session, a lot of people won't do that. Not for an hour. They might do a quick 15-minute one or something, but not an hour. I'm prepared to get in and dive in deep straight away and do an hour. That's a pretty big call, to be honest. For me, and especially with what I'm wanting to do. But I believe that's more than fair. I'm in this because I'm passionate. Because I'm passionate about helping people, passionate about making a difference, making an impact, and for me, I see myself as put myself out there and being the change I want to see in the world. And if I inspire people, well, that means I'm living my dream. It really does. But I had a comment the other day, about the fact that I was reaping the benefits of people's pain. Now, I was a little bit cut about that actually upset me a little bit, because the person that said it was someone that's seen me go through these struggles. They've seen me at my worst. They've seen me really at my worst. They've seen what it's done to me, and but I didn't let that get to me too much, because that's me holding judgment against them. The thing is, though, there's a lot of people out there that, if you really want to put it that way, benefit from people's pain and suffering. Look at doctors and nurses, and there's so many people. Are you going to sit there and tell a surgeon that saved a car crash victim's life the same type of thing? But anyway, getting off the topic with that, this work doesn't come free. It costs a lot of time and a lot of money to transform yourself into doing this, and there's only certain people that have that sort of willingness and background, because there's a lot of fears you've got to face for yourself. There's a lot of things you've got to face on your own terms, and it's hard to want to do that. And essentially for me, I knew I had to make a shift. There was too many things that were weighing me down, and I'll get into that, and it'll really open your eyes. You have not even the slightest idea of some of the stuff I went through. And it does bring stuff up for me at times, but it's a part of dealing with it all, and separating yourself from it, not holding on to that, feel it here and just let it go, but a lot of that stuff weighed heavy on my heart, and I just couldn't find a way to let it go, and got to drinking really bad. My drinking problem became really bad at times. Like I'd have times where I wouldn't drink much for quite some time, and then when I did, yeah, what a fucking idiot I used to get to. Like did a lot of things that I wish I hadn't have. But I look at that now and go, well, that was my way of dealing with things that I didn't know how to. That wasn't always me. That was just a small portion of my life, and I really struggled. I really did, and I'll be straight up open about that. But I don't let that hold me back, and don't let the shame of that. Yeah, I did some things I wasn't real proud of, but the thing is, I know that I'm not that person. That's not who I am. Who I am is something totally different to that. And now that I know how to control that, and I have the tools, well, I can use that story to empower me. And that's what we do here. We empower you. We don't sit there and, dwell on our stories. We use your energy with that to help you create the future you want, because you know the future you want, the type of future you want to get. So that's what it's all about. Along the way, I've had lots of people help me. And when I say help, it hasn't always come free. It's come at a bit of an expense too. But they've gone above and beyond because you're prepared to commit. And when you do commit, when you surrender to yourself and you decide to go and start seeking help, the doors start opening. And when you start committing, people will go above and beyond because they know what it's like to be there. So many people have gone through very similar experiences. You're not the only one. There's heaps. So don't be scared to reach out. You're not a failure if you do. That's what I essentially thought. If I was to reach out and get help, that I'm a failure. I can't deal with this on my own. That must mean I'm a failure. But no, it's not like that at all. But yeah, I really want to reach out to my mate Fabian Westlink. He's helped me with some exterior stuff right now. He's a very good hypnotist, and helped me quit smoking or lose the weight. And I think he specialises in quite a lot of other areas. But he's a transformation coach with a hypnotist, and he's a really good bloke, and he's been there the whole time for me. With this training, we've worked together, and we've bounced backwards and forwards with a lot of different things, and he's made a pretty big impact for me too with a lot of different things. It's just been good to have that listening ear there. And when you're a coach, it's good to have someone to talk to. Another coach, a really good coach, actually, he was the one that really sort of got me on doing this stuff now. Because I wasn't going to do this for quite some time, but it's going to take a bit to get the message out there. And he said, why wait? Get out there, and you're holding yourself back. And essentially I was, and he helped me see that. He really did. And that's Gary Fahey from Strong Mend. I'll put some photos up of their pages, and by all means get on there. Even if you don't sort of go and talk to them, just like their pages. Get it out there. There's a lot of people that want to help, and a lot of people that can. We just need to get it out there. That's all. So anyway, well, that's enough for me today. But we'll get into more of it later on. And don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Thank you.